Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, and asking the big questions? What's the point of all this? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? And perhaps the biggest one of all, what does God want from me? It's a question that has echoed through human history, across cultures and continents. Some people imagine a divine checklist, a long list of rules and rituals we need to follow perfectly to earn some kind of approval. Others see a distant, demanding figure, waiting for us to mess up. But what if it's simpler, and at the same time, much more profound than that? Today, we're going to dive deep into this question, moving beyond the surface-level answers to explore what spiritual traditions and ancient wisdom suggest is the true desire of the divine. And you might be surprised to find that what God wants from us isn't a performance, but a relationship. Let's start by challenging a common misconception. Many of us are raised with the idea that God needs something from us. That we have to prove our worth through grand gestures, flawless obedience, or constant sacrifice. It's like we're trying to impress a cosmic boss. But think about it from a different perspective. If you believe in a God who is all-powerful, all-knowing, the source of all creation, does such a being really need anything? Does an ocean need a single drop of water? Does the sun need a candle's flame? The very idea that an infinite being has needs that we, finite humans, can fulfill seems a bit off. The truth is, God doesn't need our worship, our sacrifices, or our perfect behavior. The universe would continue to exist without them. So, if it's not about need, then what is it about? This is where the whole picture starts to shift. The focus moves away from what we can give to God, and towards what God wants to give to us. Instead of a list of demands, what if God's primary desire is for connection? A relationship. Think about the most meaningful relationships in your own life. With a parent, a child, a best friend, or a partner. What makes those relationships special? It's not about one person constantly trying to earn the other's affection. It's about shared experience, mutual understanding, trust, and love. It's about being seen, known, and accepted for who you are. This is the model many spiritual teachers use to describe the divine-human relationship. God isn't a distant king demanding tribute. He's more like a loving parent who wants their child to come home, to talk, to share their joys and their struggles. This relationship isn't built on fear or obligation. It's built on love. The kind of love that says, I created you, I know you completely, and I love you unconditionally. This is the foundation. It's not about us reaching up to an impossibly high standard, but about opening ourselves up to a love that is already reaching down to us. So, how do we build this relationship? If it's not about following a complex rulebook, what do we actually do? Well, the first step is simply to show up. To be present. This is what we often call prayer or meditation. But let's strip away the formal, intimidating image of that. At its core, prayer is just a conversation. It's talking to God like you would a trusted friend. You don't need fancy words or specific postures. You can do it in your car, on a walk, or while washing the dishes. It's about sharing what's on your heart, your hopes, your fears, your gratitude, your frustrations. And just as importantly, it's about listening. Carving out moments of silence in our noisy lives to just be still and listen for that quiet, guiding voice within. This practice of being present and open is the primary way we nurture that divine connection. It's a daily, moment-by-moment choice to turn our attention towards that source of love. Now, let's talk about what that relationship looks like in action. It's one thing to feel connected in a quiet moment, but how does that translate to our messy, complicated lives? This is where the idea of love in action comes in. Many spiritual texts boil down all the laws and commandments into two simple principles: love God and love your neighbor as yourself. These two are intrinsically linked. You can't truly do one without the other. Our love for God is expressed through our love for others. When we show compassion to someone who is hurting, when we practice forgiveness instead of holding a grudge, when we act with integrity and honesty. When we are generous with our time and resources, these aren't just good deeds to rack up points. They are the natural outflow of a heart that is connected to divine love. We love others because we recognize that the same divine spark that is in us is also in them. Every act of kindness, every moment of empathy, becomes an act of worship. It's how we make our love for God tangible in the world. This brings us to a crucial point: authenticity. God doesn't want a perfectly curated version of you. He wants the real you, the messy, imperfect, flawed, and beautiful you. Think about it. An all-knowing Creator already knows all your secrets, all your insecurities, all your past mistakes. There's no point in hiding. Trying to present a flawless facade is exhausting, and it creates a barrier to true intimacy. True relationship requires vulnerability. It means coming to God just as you are, with your doubts, your anger, your confusion, and your joy. It's in that raw honesty that genuine transformation can happen. God isn't looking for perfect robots. He's looking for real children he can have a real relationship with. Your unique personality, your passions, your quirks, these were all part of your design. What God wants is for you to embrace who you were created to be and to live out your purpose from that authentic place. So, let's put it all together. What does God want from us? It's not a performance for a distant judge. It's not a transaction where we trade good behavior for blessings. It's a relationship with a loving Creator. God wants connection. He wants us to talk to Him, to listen for Him, to build a bond of love and trust. God wants our love in action. He wants us to take the love we receive and pour it out into the world, treating every person with the compassion and dignity they deserve. And God wants our authenticity. He wants us to come to Him honestly, just as we are, and to live out the unique purpose He has placed on our lives. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection. It's less about doing, and more about being. Being present, being loving, being you. The ultimate goal isn't just to figure out what God wants from us, but to discover the incredible joy, peace, and purpose that comes from aligning our lives with that divine love. If this message resonates with you, if you're on this journey of discovery, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What has your experience been? This conversation is so important, and we all have something to learn from one another. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more deep dives into life's biggest questions. Stay curious, stay open, and we'll see you in the next one.